China, there's a significant education gap between the urban and rural cities, and there are significant gaps at all levels of schooling. As soon as elementary school, facilities and qualities of teachers start to create a gap between the rural students and their urban counterparts. In urban classrooms, students use state-of-the-art technology. They learn English, reading, math, and science from well-qualified educators. By contrast, many rural schools include cramped dormitories where students eat and sleep because they have traveled from their homes in the mountains. Teachers are under-resourced and lack of incentives. Secondary education is typically 3 more years and is financial responsibilities of a student's family. As high school years, a financial barrier starts to widen the gap between the rural and urban students. Only about 40% of rural students even attend high school because of the cost. Many decided to drop out of the middle school. They pursued a trade to start earning income for their struggling families. By the time students are ready to take college entrance exams, 95% of rural students have dropped out of the systems. The remaining 5% of rural students reach Chinese universities through an unfair and discriminatory systems. As an example, research showed an application from Beijing is 41 times more likely to be admitted to Beijing University than a comparable student from a rural province. As over 250 million people migrate from rural to urban area in search of a higher paying work, over 60 million students are left behind. These children are typically raised by their grandparents. Not only are their family relations fractured, they often have to take on more responsibilities because their aging guardians are unable. This means dropping out of school as soon as they can plow fields and tend crops. The children that follow their parents to the cities face education challenges as well. The internal passport systems of hukou limits access to the urban school for these kids. Without urban registration, parents often hire private tutors and create makeshift private schools, but it is too expensive. Most of them cannot afford it. Complicated and corrupted urban registration systems further compound the issues of the rural families. Many parents are left with no choice but to send their children back to the rural hometowns for inferior schooling. At present, China's medical care is not free. There are many fake drugs. Education is not free, but there are many experts. Housing is all about high prices. The Chinese Communist Party aid $60 billion to Africa. What does it mean? The $60 billion is equivalent to the national finance for urban and rural residents' basic endowments insurance subsidies twice. That's 50% of preschool education, 25% of high school education, and 15% of post-education. In order to cooperate with One Belt and One Road, some cities open their hearts to welcome African students to study in China, free of tuition and accommodation fees. I don't believe they are better than our Chinese students. Our rural students deserve the equal rights for schooling.
Al
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe The Voice of Go Media.